for a second. A city where the map isn't just about
In the
streets
chat,
and
can you tell me,
locations,
you guys hear
but
that?
it's also a soundtrack where every single neighborhood has its own rhythm, its own unique beat. And I want to grab your headphones because that's exactly where we're going. Welcome to the city. So let's just dive right in. What you're looking at here, this isn't just some abstract piece of art. It's our exploring soundscapes. See, each place we visit has its own vibe, its own atmosphere, and that directly shapes the artists and, of course, the music that comes out of it. These seems to just converge. This is Nectar District, the absolute heart of the city. And smack dab in the city's main stage, maybe it's Grand Central Station for sound. It's the one place where all these different musical flavors come together. So if you really want to get what the city is all about, you have to start here. All right, so with the Hive as our home base, let's kick off our musical tour. We're going to explore the districts that surround. One feeds its unique sound right into the heart of the city. Our first stop is the aviary. Just picture a really peaceful, lush land where the homes look like they've been sculpted right out of the earth. The whole place just feels handmade, organic, and super connected to tradition. It just makes perfect sense that an environment like this would produce an artist like Minerva Clay. Her sound, storytelling, it just reflects all the warmth and quiet strength of her home. Next up, we're heading to the hollow streets, and the vibe shifts completely. Now we're talking tropical, neon-lit streets, palm trees, and the sound of bass just drifting through the warm night air. It's got the energy of an endless summer. And out of this laid-back scene comes the effortlessly cool Island of Elmonai AI. I mean, his music is the definition of a relaxed beach party groove hitting the city, all smooth flows over these sun-drenched beats. Okay, get ready for some whiplash because now we're going to the cold, industrial Gearline district. This place is all steel towers, humming machinery, and wind whistling down these narrow industrial hum. You get Graphene Ghost Band. His alternative funk rock with its jagged guitar and machine-like rhythms feels just as mechanical, just as fractured, and, just as strangely alive as the district itself. And here's where it gets really interesting. There's a mystery here. Graphene Ghost Band calls himself a band, but it's always just one person on stage. His music is a perfect mirror of this place. It's got multiple identities, these different voices, all layered inside the single incredible surface is Queen's Ward. This is a very strict institutional district where orphans are raised under this really rigid system until they're kicked out at 18. And it's here that we find the twins, Kanu and Kanika. Born to a Korean father and an African-American mother, their music is this amazing fusion of their heritage. You get the infectious energy of K-pop blended with these tight funk grooves, and they perform it all seamlessly across English, Korean, and French. But there's a real edge, fiercely loyal to each other. And as their 18th birthday gets closer, you get this feeling that there's a secret lurking in Queen's Ward that's about to shake up the entire city. Because just when you think you've got the map of the city figured out, you start to realize there's another layer. There's a hidden story running deep, deep beneath the streets. And this narrative, well, it changes everything. Yeah, not all stories happen up in the light, the unraptured. So, get this. It starts with these rogue scientists creating cyborgs, basically to worship them. But one of these creations awakens to faith in a higher power and starts teaching the others. And then the rapture happens. All of humanity is just gone. And only these beings, these creations that were built without souls, are left behind. And that leaves us with this absolutely profound and haunting question that drives their entire existence. In a world that's already been judged and left behind, what could faith possibly mean for a being that was never supposed to have it in the first place? So let's come back up to the surface. Districts, we've met the artists, and we've even taken a peek into the darkness below. But when you boil it all down, it all comes back to one powerful idea. The city is alive. Each district, with its own totally unique vibe, literally shapes the artists that come from it. Their struggles, their cultures, their sounds, it all flows towards the Hive, creating this incredible living world where music isn't just background noise, it's the language of life itself. So, our tour ends here, but your journey, it's just getting started. Now that you've got the map, the only real question left is, which song are you going to play first?
Find us online at mediabythepeople.com and follow us on socials at Media by the People.
So that is what we're all about. That is, all the artists that we're working with. that is, tons and tons of story writing and folklore and putting these things together. There are tons of things that you guys are going to be able to experience and learn about all of our characters and all the things that we're doing. And I'm excited to just jump right into it. So let us get to the good stuff. Now, I didn't want, with Nectar City, which is the main location for all of our districts, right? It's the main district that everybody's trying to get to because that's the place you want to perform. And you could say this is a duplicate of the five boroughs of New York, and everybody's trying to get to Manhattan and Broadway and all the places. And one of the reasons why I didn't give it an actual name is because I wanted people to be able to imagine this city being anywhere, like not just in Louisiana, because that makes you think of a certain type of a food and a certain type of sound. And this isn't something that's in like a particular state. Like I want you to be able to journey as far as your mind is going to allow you to go. As you listen to this music and as you think about all of the different artists and where they're coming from. Um, Hold on one second. Let me also share my audio. Let me also open. There we go. All right. See, things are finally starting to work. Jesus. Okay, here we go. So this is, we didn't want this to be too like beehive nectar city constant everything dealing with like literal honey. So what I chose to do with our instrumentals and the band that plays at the hive every month for all the artists is pick a name that wasn't normal, right? So my partner was talking to me about different types of words, and we came up with the word the apiary, right? And Minerva Clay, as you just saw, is from the aviary. And I felt like apiary was too close and it might confuse people. So I said, well, what's the German word for it? Right. So we have a band that is called Der Bienenhaus, right? And Bienenhaus is the German word for apiary, which of course is a place that hosts multiple beehives. So please enjoy some music from Der Bienenhaus. And this band, as you will see, will go through a few different styles of music, but a lot of what we've done rests right in the pocket of jazz. This band is dope. So, as you can see, the way that we are putting together the components of what you're looking at, I built this app that is a proprietary thing, something we're not releasing out into the world. And it gives me now, I mean, it took a countless, untold number of hours and crying in order to get this thing to work. But it will now produce a companion book every month. So if you guys are interested, you could go to our website at mediabythepeople.com and scroll down. And on that homepage, like halfway down, you can flip through the pages of this book with me and look through it. All right. But the key components are going to be right here on the screen. So I'm going to start our final song from our band, and then we're going to get into some of our artists. This song is called The Bounce. And Rob and I wrote this instrumental. This is probably from like 10 years ago, and just like sharpened it up. And check these guys out. Der Beinenhaus. Okay, it's probably the only German I know other than Guten Morgen. Um, Fun fact: my brothers have dual citizenship. They were both born in Germany during the war. So let's get into the good, yummy stuff and meet our very first artist. Dorita the Queen Fraser is more than the ruler of the hive. She is its heartbeat. To the people of Nectar District, she is a protector, a visionary, and the architect of the most sacred creative sanctuary in the city. But Dorita Fraser did not arrive in Nectar City by accident. Long before the glowing lanterns of the hive, before the music, before the bridges between the districts began to reopen, Dorita Fraser was the warden of Queen's Ward. No official records explain why she left Queen's Ward. No public statement was ever made. The doors closed behind her, and silence took its place. Rumors spread through the districts like smoke. Betrayal, rebellion, forbidden experiments, missing children, hidden archives, erased histories. The truth is yet to be revealed. Please meet Dorita the Queen Fraser.
Along came a spider to spin her little web. The price was not a factor. All she needed was his head. Without a wand, she cast her magic, playing it low key. Had his wits been more about him, it would have been harder to make him bleed. Buzz, you busy bees, why come to a hive if you love the trees? 1 and 2, this tale is merry. Drink my honey, plan the hunt and share it now. Buzz, now buzz, now buzz. With each drink she became stronger, his life draining as he lay. All he has was his memories and a faint wish to get away. One final blow, that's all it took. He remembers the sting so well, and now forever there's a hook that supports this venomous tale. Buzz, you busy bees, welcome to a hive if you love the trees. 1 and 2, this tale is merry. Drink my honey, plan the hunt and share it now. Buzz, now buzz, now buzz.
Now, who doesn't like bad news delivered with doo-wop? All right. So one of the cool things about it is as you look through the companion book to the album, you're not only going to see the lyric sheets, all of these artists have their own comic books. All right. So that's one of the other things that is cool about this app is that I'm able to, tell the story of each of the songs you'll hear in comic book fashion. And the reason it's not a part of like the AI video world is that I'm not really as interested in that technology, at least right now. What I wanted to do is because I've had a lifelong love of comics and this newfound love of AI, ethical AI music, I wanted people to combine things that were completely separated from one another. And the goal with all of this is to also make sure that with everything we've done, one of the components of Media by the People is my LLC, the People's Story Lab. And so in New York City, I work in schools and I teach all of these types of things to youth in older adult centers and also for our nation's veterans in like veteran centers. So the goal isn't just to put all of this stuff out here. The goal is like for as the money starts rolling in to be able to use that to teach other people how to tell their story and the stories of their characters and the other things that are important to them. So moving forward, El Moine AI. So fun fact, El Moine is my original middle name at birth. That was my grandfather's middle name. And because so many people are trying to trick you into believing that their AI artist is someone like a human, I wanted to make sure on a little tongue-in-cheek kind of way to make sure you knew that we were in on the joke, right? So I put AI as his last name. Like you can't pretend that that you don't know that this is not an actual human being. So El Moine AI is a native of Hollow Streets, one of the most rhythmically alive districts in the city, a place where music spills from windows, echoes through alleyways, and becomes part of everyday survival. El Moine creates music that feels emotional, atmospheric, and deeply personal. His sound carries both movement and memory, even when the memories themselves are incomplete. What few people know is that El Moine cannot remember anything before the age of 15. Something happened to him, something traumatic enough to fracture his past completely. No records, no clear images, only fragments, emotions, flashes of fear, and a lingering feeling that somewhere beneath the surface of his mind lies a truth he has never fully faced. Ladies and gentlemen, El Moine AI.
The trees have shaken off their leaves, and the birds have flown away with their song. And as a gray cloud come rolling in, I can see where your love has gone. You started something new. I can feel it. You started something new. Your walk is different. Your talking less. Your secret text. Can see it. Yeah, you started something new. The waves are too big to set sail. The water is rising, there's no air left to inhale. As the gray clouds come rolling in, yeah, I can see where your love has gone. You started something new. I can feel it. You started something new. Your walk is different. You're talking less. Your secret texting. I can see it. You started something new. Hey, can you feel it? You started something new. Your walk is different. You're talking less. Your secret texting. I can see it. You started something new. You started something new.
That dude is deep. All right. He's got so many good songs. I cannot wait for you guys to experience more of Elmoine AI in the future. Let's keep going. So, fun fact before we get into Minerva's story, all right? Minerva Clay, this was the very first artist of Rhymestone Records, which is a subsidiary of Media by the People. Check it out. We've got merch. You can get to it from our website. So, Minerva, and you know, my mom's on the line, so I know she's going to cringe when I say this, but back in the day, she didn't want to know if she was having a boy or a girl, and she felt like she was having a girl, and so she would tease the family that she was going to name her daughter Minerva. And so, you know, the name had come back to me a couple of different times in life, and we laugh and we joke about it. But Minerva is one of the grooviest alternative country soul vibes that I've heard, kind of period, but definitely in a long time. And so I wanted to go ahead and give her the name Minerva just to kind of keep that kind of family thing going because it's just kind of funny. And I gave her the last name Clay because when you see her, she's claymation. All right. So none of this is like, well, a lot of this is overthought. I overthink everything. But you know, this is I try to make as much of this as simple as possible so that it's digestible, right? Because it's a lot of folklore and a lot of background for these artists, and it's a lot for people to receive at the same time. I personally suffer from insomnia since high school, so I think about this sort of thing constantly. But I know that it's a lot. So let's get into a little bit of Minerva Clay. Minerva Clay is the daughter of the aviary, but her spirit was shaped by something deeper than towers, salons, and polished grass. Her roots are indigenous, grounded in land, family, memory, and the sacred responsibility of caring for those closest to you. Long before she became known across the city, Minerva grew up in a home filled with many voices. Aunties, cousins, elders, siblings, stories, music, laughter, arguments, meals, prayers, and forgiveness. Her family worked the land, ate from the land, and taught her that survival was not just about strength. It was about what tenderness, patience, and knowing how to keep loving people even after life had disappointed you. That upbringing gave Minerva the quality people recognize the moment they meet her. She feels like an old soul, not naive, not fragile, not unaware of pain. I'm going to move forward because, again, you guys are going to go to mediabythepeople.com and scroll down the page, and you're going to read the rest of Minerva's bio. So let's get into the jams.
Trying to say it's only this or it's that. Last I checked, you walk on the ground, same as me. That's a fact. Instead of hate, there could be love. Instead of chaos, there could be peace. You try to sway us with your power, but your soul lives in defeat. Every second is just once in a lifetime. We are more alike. We are unlike. Fight the push to give your energy to strive. Just get up and groove. Yes, groove. Yes, groove. Groove. Yes, groove.
I hope you're grooving. I hope you're dancing.
is your soul. So don't toss it away. Don't give over control. Instead of hate, there could be love. Instead of chaos, there could be peace. You try to sway us with your power, but your soul lives in defeat. Every second is just once in a lifetime. We are more alike than we are unlike. Fight the push to give your energy to strive. Just get up and groove. Yes, groove. Yes, groove. We are more alike than we are unlike. Fight the push to give your energy to strive. Just get up and groove. Hey, groove.
So that is Minerva Clay. Let me hear you in the chat. Are you guys vibing this? Are you enjoying this? Like, what are you feeling from the stories? Give me some feedback. Give me some feedback. All right. We're gonna keep moving. So this next guy, I'm not going to read all of this to you. Don't worry. But let me tell you something. Graphene Ghost Band. So when I was trying to come up with a name for, and by the way, all of these musical styles I love, right? And all of these artists already have their own individual albums in their unique styles available on all the sites, for streaming and purchase, etc. What I love about bringing them all together at Live at the Hive is that we get to uh, have these artists hold on to their own style while they all kind of merge into a unified style. So the goal in this, and like kind of one of the ideas behind Live at the Hive, is that eventually two big things are going to happen. Number one, there are going to be theme nights, right? And it's going to be a challenge. So like it could be Afro beats, it could be disco, it could be like any type of style of music, cumbia, it could be anything. These artists are going to have a challenge to bring their particular style and merge it into the theme of the night. And what I want to do with that is really show the world that you don't have to be stuck in just one genre. You can create multiple genres and have the world receive them. With 8 billion people, you're going to find your tribe, right? Each of these artists is going to definitely have their own tribe. I have no doubt. And so rock music is also like a favorite of mine. And when I went to come up with this particular artist name, I was working in Chat GPT and I said, you know, I had sat there for a long time with a blank screen. And I said, okay, tell me, what are the most strongest types of metal? What are the most strongest types of items on the earth? And so it gave me a list of things, and one of them was called graphene. And what I liked about the explanation of of graphene is that it is completely impenetrable except at certain phases, and then it becomes porous. So it's like one of the top 5 strongest kind of, I don't know, I want to say minerals, but I don't even remember, but things out there. And but under the right conditions, it becomes porous and it becomes weak and it breaks down. And for me, I felt like that leads to such a tremendously deep story, and that is so human. There are so many people on Earth right now who want to pretend that they are strong and powerful, and you can't conquer them no matter what they say or do. But in our private time, in our meditation time, in our walking without the cameras on, and washing dishes, whatever, there are those moments of humanity where maybe something someone has done to you, something someone has said to you, it hurt, it pierced you, and it damaged you, or it gave you a sense of trauma in some way. And so Graphene represents that. So he is Graphene Ghost Band, and I called him a band because this particular character, he doesn't necessarily suffer from multiple personality disorder. He just is afraid of which character is going to come out of him at any given time. So with Graphene, you're never going to see his face. You'll see in the next image, what he really looks like in his clothing and what he wears. But Graphene has been traumatized really, really deeply. And so that comes out in his music. Graphene Ghost Band is less an artist than a phenomenon, a hooded enigma from Gearline District, where steel, smoke, machinery, and blue industrial light shape the people who survive there. Raised among towering factories, furnace echoes, rusted rails, and machines that seem to breathe in the dark, Graphene Ghost Band learned early that identity was not always something stable. In Gearline District, people were expected to become useful, efficient, and hard enough to endure the noise. But the district took a heavy toll on his mind. Its pressure, isolation, and relentless mechanical rhythm left fractures that would follow him long after he escaped the streets.
Yay! Shadowed glass, reflection torn, a broken soul where dreams were born. Splintered images where hopes once grew in the aftermath. Secrets brew. Each crack a story, each fragment a tale of love lost in the winds like a sail. Fragments of memories, haunting and clear. In the broken mirror, I see fear. Broken mirror, shattered dreams. Echoes linger, silence screams. Pieces fall, yet shadows start to mend the silence of a fractured heart. silence, a faint light calls, glimmers rising from shattered walls, a broken mirror, a shifting view, whispers of strength are breaking through. Let the shards rest, let secrets remain, each reflection a ghost of pain. From the ruins, a pathway bends, in the broken mirror, the story mends. Broken mirror, shattered dreams. Echoes linger, silence screams. Pieces fall, yet shadows start to mend the silence of a fractured heart. Broken mirror, shattered dreams. Echoes linger, silence screams. Pieces fall, yet shadows start to mend the silence of a fractured heart.
Oh, graphene. I can't wait for you guys to go listen to his album. I'm telling you, it's so super deep and dope. Now, in this comic, right? Like, as you guys look at these comic pages, I want you to know I have other stories and seeds of other things kind of buried in there. So in this first panel, you'll see that there are a guy and a girl that are standing up there, and Graphene is in the audience watching them. So this young man and young woman, they are twins. That is our K-pop twins, Kinu and Konika. And at the age of 18, they grew up, in a space where, it's all orphans. These are abandoned children. It's a district of abandoned children, and it's called the Queen's Ward. And as I said earlier, the Queen of the Hive, Queen Dorita the Queen Fraser, used to be the warden of Queen's Ward. And every kid, no matter where you come from or how you arrive there, you're kicked out at the age of 18. So in this particular comic, this is the first time Graphene is seeing these two as realized adults at the age of 18, and Kinu and Konika are traveling all of the districts because they're trying to perform to raise money so that they can eat and live. What I really love about Kinu and Konika is that they sing in multiple languages. So as much as possible, anytime I bring them up or anytime that you'll see them in print or whatever, I try and give both the English and the Korean, just to kind of keep true to who they are. And the reason that they were never adopted is because they refuse to be separated. So that is why, as twins, they fiercely protect one another. Konika creates all of their clothing. Kinu helps them find all of the places to perform, and he helps protect his sister. So you'll be able to see more about them coming up. Kinu and Konika are known across the city as the twins, two voices, two spirits, and one shared frequency. Raised inside the controlled walls of Queen's Ward, they learned early how to move carefully, listen closely, and protect each other without saying a word. Kinu carries sharp focus, quiet intensity, and the instinct of someone always watching the room. Konika carries fire, confidence, and a stage-born energy that makes people turn before she even speaks. Again, visit mediabythepeople.com and you can read all of the rest. But I want to introduce you to our K-pop twins.
에너지에 또 다른 나 한 번도 보지 못했던 내 안에 영혼이 두 배로 깨어나 길을 건너 나에게서 멀어져 날 시너지 영원히 작년의 테마 내가 중심이지 공짜는 없어 그건 나답지
없어. 태양을 가릴 수 없어. 빵을 찾아 기어가며 고개를 숙인 채 넌 내 영혼을 내 기쁨을 못 삼켰지 하지만 이제 나는 일어나 말해 I'm alive 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 Yeah. 경계 사이에서 환상 속으로 수많은 날들을 헤매며 많은 것들을 생각하고 또 물어지기를 건너 날개에서 멀어져 난 신어질 영원히 이 장면 내 테마 내가 중심이지 공짜는 없어 그건 나답지 않아 태양은 가릴 수 없어 태양은 가릴 수 없어
찾아 기어가며 고개 숙인 채 넌 내 영혼을
내 기쁨을
모두 삼켰지 하지만 이제 나는 일어나 말
I'm alive I'm alive I'm alive I'm alive I'm alive I'm alive 태양은 가릴 수
알고
없어
찾아 기어가며 가릴 수 없어 넌 내 영혼을 내 기쁨을 모두 삼켰지 하지만 이제 나는 일어나 말
태양은 가릴 수
I'm
없어
alive I'm alive I'm alive
And so, as you could hear them saying, I'm alive, this comic tells the story of how they're moving through the districts, how they're eating off the streets, how they're trying to figure out where they're going to go. They don't know anything other than the fact that they have each other. And that's what's most important. And one important fact about them, their parents, their father is Japanese and their mother is African American, which is why they're not the same color, but they are indeed twins. All right, guys. So thank you so much for, being here with us after this final performance from Minerva Clay. Please don't hang up. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Just try to have a little conversation with you. And we have a 3-question quiz at the end. It's easy. They're all easy questions. There's no wrong answers. But it just is going to wrap up this evening and give me some feedback so that I know how to start putting together next month's event. And as you think about this event, don't, you're never going to hear the same song twice. Again, we've got countless songs. Every artist is going to be performing something new every month. So, it'll be in different styles, it'll be new music, but it will all be engaging. And one of the things that I love most about Minerva Clay is that her positivity and her indigenous background and her love of the land and her love of the people, it keeps growing. And so I felt like for the first time that we're putting this out here into the universe, this would be a wonderful way for us to send a positive message, not only to each other, but to all of those we know, all of those we love, all of those we encounter in transit, everybody at our jobs that you may not even want to be around these people, but there is something to forgiveness and love. Um, it's a very powerful thing. So just remember to have mercy on people because everybody's doing the best that they can, honestly, even if you don't think it. They really are. This is who we all are. Nobody's perfect. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you to my co-founders, Robert Rhymes and Heidi Hubner. You can find out more about us on the website. Thank you so much for all the messages in the chat. I really appreciate it. Although it's too many things going on, I can't keep responding. So thank you, Robert and Paul, for handling the chat. I'll read them later. I love you guys, and please receive this in the spirit in which it is intended.
message in this song is simple. We have to stand up for one another. Injustice towards other cultures exists because we don't make fairness, love, kindness, and mercy a priority. But I believe in you, and we can do it together. Slowly it's building. One theme is calling. Seeking a cleansing. Gather round and take your share. We walk as one. We rise. We fall. The path we take defines us. So forgive, forgive, forgive. Get to love. Forgive. You've got to forgive, forgive, forgive. Get to love. Forgive. We've got to love. We've got to love. Let's learn to love. We've got to love. We've got to love. We've got to love. We've got to love.
Yes. All right. Oh my God. I love that track. I love that track. I love that message. I even forgot to show her cartoon. You can check it out. I'm so sorry. But this is her family. This is her tribe. This is where she comes from. And that's the message. We've got to love. We've got to forgive. We got to figure it out and move forward, for crying out loud. So, thank you for being here with us. This is the world's first AI open mic night. Thank you very much. And, listen, thank you, Robert and Heidi, again. As you'll look through this magazine on your own and be able to take some time, there's this little square on the left-hand side of most of these lyric sheets that is just called Stone Dancer Notes. Those are just my extra little thoughts that I was thinking, while I was putting the things together. So please enjoy those. And Rhymestone Records, like we're out here doing the thing. And and so because this is quintessentially me, I had to overthink it first. Then I made it simple, right? And even trying to make it simple, I ran into confusion and had to get you guys all over to a whole brand new live room. So thank you for staying with us, and thank you for showing love